Hello Libra, welcome to your weekly tarot reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is for the week of December 18th through 24th. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. Now we're just going to find out what is the energy that's coming through, what is the message for you, what is it that you need to know, what is your biggest challenge, biggest obstacle, what is the fight of your life that's coming, what do you need to know about this coming week. Okay, Prince of Wands. Let's find out what that might be all about. Okay, that could be another person. It could be some general energies related to you and to your life right now. A good amount of fire here. We're going to lay out our Dove and Serpent spread, and we are also going to do this mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card, whatever you want to call it. We're not going to look at that until the very end. So be sure to stick around to the end of the video, and hopefully that will tie everything together or give us the confirmation that we're looking for at the very end. Okay. So first of all, we've got this Prince of Wands. Now, I really do think, I'm getting the feeling at least, that this is another person that you're involved with. I seem to get the impression that it is like a coworker, but I feel like there's something more to it there. Okay, I'm not going to get too specific yet because I haven't really understood the rest of this energy that's going on. Okay, there's some more cards here, obviously. But initially, I think there is this fire sign person that is in some way associated with you in a way where there's kind of more than meets the eye there. There's something a little bit deeper going on. Maybe there is some kind of romantic interest. Maybe there is just maybe there's some animosity there with this person. I don't know yet. We'll see if we can narrow it down as we go. But I think the week is going to be about your dealings with this person, okay? Whoever this fire sign person. Now, it's possible you don't know their astrological sign, right? I don't know my coworkers' astrological placements. But this is a person who I think is a little bit aggressive, a little bit kind of abrasive. So that's why I'm thinking maybe it's someone that you have some conflict with, someone with whom there's just this tension there. There's just some kind of a tension, and I think it's just they almost rub you the wrong way. Something about them is just, it doesn't feel right, doesn't seem right, okay? But we'll narrow that down. We'll see what that might be all about. I also see in the recent past there is this 11th mystery of the tarot, major arcana card, lust card, strength card. It feels like you either have just gotten out of some kind of a very intense situation, maybe a romantic relationship. It could be another separate kind of work event, work situation, a work relationship, right? Professional relationship. But I feel like there was a real power struggle going on in your life, or there was this real situation wherein you had to really hold yourself back. Like, I feel like you just wanted to kind of like let loose on this person, but you didn't, right? You restrained yourself, much like this lust or strength card is kind of, keeping tight on the reins of this beast, right? This animal, this aggression, this passion, this real heat and intensity. And I don't know, it's possible it could be this person that we're still talking about, this fire sign person, right? But I feel like this is something like that happened before, that happened earlier in your life, and it's kind of over and done with. You've learned your lesson from that, perhaps. And now a similar situation is happening again, right? Does that kind of make sense? Because some of the other cards that I'm just glancing at lead me to believe that, yeah, this was something that is kind of an isolated incident, but now you find yourself in a similar position. There's somebody else that you just really rubs you the wrong way, and you kind of want to let loose on them, but you're still trying to hold yourself back, right? You're trying not to just like go full bore on this person. So I think it is this fire sign person. I think this is a new situation with somebody different. Or, it could be the same person, but a different incident than what we had here with this lust card. Okay, and it's called the lust card or strength card. It doesn't mean that there was some kind of sexual or romantic thing going on. There could have been, but I feel like it maybe is in a work situation or a professional setting that there's just this conflict or tension between the two of you. And that incident is over, but now there's another incident kind of creeping up, or it's still the same person that still bothers you, right? But what we see crossing that incident or that situation, this person today, is this Sun card. So with the Sun, I wonder if maybe you're going to start to see this person in a different light, right? Because the Sun has the tendency to, well, illuminate everything, right? To peer and creep into the shadows, to really shine its light in every nook and cranny and reveal what was once hidden. Okay, so I think maybe you're going to see a different side of this person, or alternatively, you could be showing them maybe a different side of yourself. But the point I think of this Sun card is that there's going to be this kind of revelation or this enlightening of things between the two of you, where things that were hidden, things that were dark, things that were kind of stuffed into a corner are going to be brought to light. It could be that, there are some other factors involved, some other events, some other circumstances, some more facts of the situation that are unknown to either you or this person. And this Sun card is there to bring all of that out into the open, right? Bring all of the information to light. So this could be a work situation, like I said, and maybe you blame them for something that happened at work, but this Sun card is going to reveal all of the truth. And maybe you're going to see that it wasn't their fault after all. It was an accident, someone else was involved, whatever. Or if this is a romantic thing, which again, I don't necessarily see that it is. I'm not getting that feeling. But whatever the relationship is with this person, there's going to be some truth that is revealed, some new information is going to be coming to light that I think is going to give you a different outlook on things. And that different outlook is going to be like this Queen of Cups. It's going to be a lot more compassion. I think you're going to really see this person in a different way, and you're going to have a deeper understanding of, a deeper empathy, what they're going through, right? Why they are the way they are, or how they are in truth, in essence, and it may not be the way that you've been perceiving them. So I think you're going to really get this a sense of compassion and care for this person, and a deeper understanding of them, their nature, their personality, and a deeper understanding of your relationship with them. Again, professional or personal, it doesn't matter really. The point is that this water energy, this mature connection, this water energy is going to be a result of this enlightening, this enlightenment, this bringing the truth to light. Right, all of the facts are going to come out of the situation. What we see underneath the surface here on the path of the dove is this devil energy. And this devil energy, I think, in this situation is, first of all, it's another indication that this is a work thing for me. Okay, because this card's all about ambition and this real sense of trying to get ahead in your career, right? Almost at any cost. Okay, so I feel like this is kind of the motivation for the situation and possibly why you feel this certain way about this person, right? Because in some way, maybe they're interfering with this ambition or with your career advancement. They're causing trouble in the workplace. They're just being that kind of abrasive, aggressive. Smash those two words together. They're being that type of person, right? It's causing some tension, and it might be kind of interrupting the flow of this devil energy, this ambition, this success that you're aiming for, right? So I see that this is kind of the underlying factor. This is maybe why you even really care at all about what this person's doing or how you feel about them, how they're acting toward you. Why does it matter? Because I think it's career related, and you've got a really strong ambition about you. You really have a head and a heart to succeed in whatever type of career path you're on, whatever employment, whatever business, whatever work you do, Okay, so that's why I say it's work related. May not be your job or career, but it's your work. It's what you consider your work, right? And then we see some more fire at the top of the path of the dove. This is the Eight of Wands. A lot of fire already, right, on the path of the dove here. It's mostly the fire energy, and there's some more of it here. And this is you, I think, really with this sense of not wanting to hold back. I think you're really focused on just like, you're right at the verge, I think, of kind of lashing out, taking care of business, you know, really giving this person a piece of your mind, a piece of your energy, and taking care of it. You know what I mean? Like there's this really, really strong sense of urgency, or like being right on the brink. And I think you're kind of struggling with that because of this kind of past incident. Now, I don't know how far in the past this was or what happened there, but I feel like there was a moment where either you should have or you did succeed in restraining some of this fiery energy that you have, right? Where you just wanted to just really just break someone off, like just give them a piece of your mind and just kind of, you know, just lash out a little bit at this person. It's like you can only hold back so much. And I feel like you're getting to that point now. I feel like the fuse is getting shorter and shorter on your temper, or on your ability to kind of maintain the professional attitude and restrain yourself, right? I think that whatever this person is doing, whatever their attitude is, whatever this tension is, you are just like this close to letting loose on them, okay? And the only thing really holding you back is this devil energy that just is kind of saying, well, this might not be the best move for your career, and with this ambition, this endurance, this success-oriented attitude, this, you know, letting loose might not be the best thing for that ambition, for that career success, right? That work success, I should say. So I think that's what's holding you back from really letting loose on the person. But again, we see this Sun card crossing the path. So I think there's going to be some new information coming into the situation that's going to give you a deeper understanding, a deeper compassion, a sense of empathy with this person. Okay, so that's going to resolve that issue. I think it's going to be, if you can restrain yourself long enough to wait for this new information, wait for this illumination of the truth, I think we'll get to this water outcome. And this will be, I think, a really kind of, it'll be a relief to get to that water rather than just to punctuate everything with fire, you know. A little bit of this kind of receptive, passive, more compassionate water, this deeper understanding of things, and of that person in particular. So with that, we're going to move over to the path of the Serpent here, and we see some more energy that, you know, it's quite heavily work-related, I think, you know. And like I said, I want to restate this. It might not be your job, employment, your career, how you make money, but it is what you consider your work, okay? I think that's a kind of a key, especially as we get to the end of this path. The first card, though, is your general energy. This is a Four of Wands, completion. That cycle is over. You're able to kind of come around full circle, but on a spiral, right? So I think it has to do a lot with what we saw at the beginning in the recent past, this self-restraint, right? Whether you succeeded in restraining yourself all the way, partially, not at all. It was really about that experience. And the Four of Wands here is saying that, look, you did, you know, you went through that situation, right? That strength lust situation. You went through that. You learned from that. And then when this wheel turns around again and a similar situation arises, you're going to have all of this past experience to use to make your decisions and choices and actions this time around. Okay, so it is, you know, the cycle does repeat, the wheel does turn, but it's on a spiral. So now you're just, you know, you're kind of one notch higher, and you have this additional experience from what happened here so that you can make different choices. And I think those choices, I think the focus that you have now, like I said, this is your general energy, is about learning from that past, taking that past experience and centering yourself and not acting impulsively, not letting loose on this person, trying to restrain yourself, trying to wait for the Sun card, trying to wait for the illumination, try to wait for all of this, wait for all of the information to come in. Okay, so I think that's what you're focused on, even though you have this impulse to just let loose, right? And I think that the clock is ticking on that fuse. But I think you understand, I think you're very much aware of, this is like not your first rodeo, right? But speaking of rodeo, the next card that we have is, kind of looks like a bull rider here, the Prince of Discs or Pentacles. And I think that this is telling me how much this really is related to work, okay? The Prince here is all about the communication in the workplace, right? Not necessarily your job or career, but where you do your work, what you consider your work, right? What you do as work. And this could be literally anything. Maybe leave me some comments. Let me know if this is resonating with you. Let me know how you're doing, how you feel. Hit the like button too, if you don't mind. So that I think that this is a work relationship, a work-related situation, and it really is about the air energy involved. The Prince is the air aspect of the earth, of these discs or pentacles, right? So it's about the communication in the workplace, right? And I think that's kind of what we're talking about here, even though we didn't see any air in the path of the dove, right? This was all just like fire mostly. So there's not really a lot of communication going on. There might be, words being exchanged, sure, but there's no real sharing of information. There's no real growth of knowledge, right? Until we get to this Sun card. Until we get to the Sun here, and that's going to bring us that illumination, that truth, that the kind of bigger picture is going to be revealed, okay? So I think it's really about the communication in the workplace there. The next card is more fire, Seven of Wands, your fears, concerns, worries. You don't want anybody to get the upper hand. You don't want to be bullied. You don't want to, be treated like the underdog or be treated like the weaker party here, right? So I think there's a lot of this fiery energy, and especially with this devil energy kind of underneath it all, fueling everything for you. You don't want to be taken advantage of. You won't let anyone push you around. And I think that is your anxiety this week is if you don't do anything, right? If you restrain this fire energy with the Lust card here, and if you try not to act on this Eight of Wands, if you restrain yourself in that manner, are you in fact letting someone push you around? That's your concern. I don't think it's quite that way because of this Sun card and this Queen of Cups. I think with this enlightenment, with this new information coming in, there's going to be a deeper understanding of things, okay? So at least wait for that. But I can understand how it's a natural worry. It's a concern of yours that if you do nothing, are you in fact giving someone permission to take advantage of you or to push you around or to be a bully, right? And no one likes a bully. So that is just something for you to be aware of, and that's kind of something that you have to wrestle with within yourself while we're waiting for all of the information to come back. You've got to try to balance this need for restraint versus this need for, for acting on what you think is right, doing what you think is appropriate, right? The next card that we see is very interesting, Three of Discs. This is showing, I think, everybody working in harmony again. Okay, so I think that with the increase of knowledge, this understanding that's coming, this compassion and empathy, once this truth is revealed, once this new information comes in, I think everybody's going to get back to work and things are going to be in harmony, right? I think things are going to work, things are going to flow. And that, to me, is a pretty good sign, okay, especially as the kind of end result of all of this energy to have some harmony like this. At least the potential for harmony, the potential for a lot of production, a lot of success, a lot of abundance, right? A lot of harmonious work is possible, provided all of this energy flows as we think it might, and provided that you act and make your decisions, and there's still a lot of variables. Obviously, this isn't just a prediction of the future, Okay, but this is a potential future, and I think a 3 of discs is a really good future to strive for. But we're going to look at this mystery card, confirmation card, bonus card, whatever you want to call it. This, might be some earth energy. I could see a little bit more earth being needed here, like a 9 or a 10, maybe a 6 of discs. This could be, something with a little bit more water, because really the only water we had was that the kind of the initial understanding and empathy and compassion that's going to come through the path of the dove there. But maybe we need a little more water, right? Well, we've got very interesting. We've got this Mercury, Magus, the magician, the juggler. This is a little bit of that air energy. This is that Mercury energy. I think this is really like getting a more like bird's eye view of the situation, right? This is really like taking a step back and understanding both the deeper implications of what's going on, the deeper meaning, right? Why are things this way? Why do you react the way you do? Why do you have the impulses and the energies that you do, right? So there's a lot of self-knowledge coming out of this situation. But then this is also that kind of wisdom that is able to see weeks, months, years, decades into the future to understand how all of your choices right now today are going to affect your life, 10 years from now, let's say. So Mercury really has that kind of double-sided nature to it, right? It's both the kind of external, long-term, bird's eye kind of view of things, and then it's also the inner reflection. It's that kind of, understanding more about yourself. It's the self-knowledge, right? That comes with a lot of reflection and comes through experiences like this, that kind of test us or challenge us a little bit. So I think this is a wonderful confirmation card to get. This isn't the earth or the water that I was kind of thinking in a more practical sense. No, this is a deeper meaning for you. There's something deeper going on here. There are more implications involved here than what we've already seen. And this event, this situation that you're in, has really far-reaching effects. And that's something that you need to kind of meditate on and understand how your choices today are going to affect your life down the road. Okay? And with that, we're going to end the reading. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today, Libra. If you want to stick around for the extended, you can become a member to the channel. All of the information is down in the description box. Also, the information for personal readings is down in the description box if you would like to book one of those. This was your weekly tarot reading for December 18th through 24th, and I'll see you again.